Hey there, welcome to Off Duty. I'm Wendy Bounds here with a quick look on what's new on WSJ Video today. First up, let's head out to YouTube land where Chris Farley, one of our own, he has an interview with beauty queen Michelle Phan. Now, she is one of the most viewed women on the web, and she is sharing her secrets on how you go viral and how you look great doing it. Here's a clip.
Today on Advanced Search, Michelle Phan. She's the undisputed queen of beauty and makeup tutorials on YouTube.
The seaweed mask softens, hydrates, and repairs damaged skin cells. Now apply a red gloss on top of your lips to give it that extra shine.
She was born in Boston. She's 25 years old now. She has almost 2 million subscribers to her channel, and her videos have been viewed over 550 million times.
But you have to admit, it looks pretty awesome.
I had a chance to talk to her to find out exactly how she does what she does. I'm here talking to Michelle Phan.
Hi.
She also has her own network, the Phan Network, the For All Women Network.
Wow.
So thanks a lot for coming.
Yes.
Thanks a lot for coming to the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
The question I have is, can you really teach beauty?
Oh my gosh, I believe that everyone's born with beauty. Beauty is a spiritual birthright that you're given. So for me, I like to inspire women to find their inner beauty, and makeup is an amazing tool to bring that inner beauty out.
On your clips, you offer a lot of different ways for people to sort of enhance that inner beauty you talked about. How did you learn those tips? How did you learn all these techniques?
I grew up with my mother, who she loved beauty too, and she would tell me all these beauty tricks and tips, and she also worked at a nail salon, so I'd come over after school and help her, and I would read all these beauty magazines, and I was a sponge. I was absorbing all of the information and facts.
Your videos have been viewed over 560 million times. What do you think attracts people to sort of watch what you have to say about beauty?
Beauty is something that is universal for both men and women. And I think it's also something that's really easy. It's affordable luxury for women.
You've been signed by Lancome. You're now a spokesperson for Lancome. Does that affect your objectivity at all?
Actually, in my contract, it's so flexible, and they actually encourage me to use other beauty products. And I told them, look, I need to have an authentic voice, and they totally understood that. People connect with you more if you are genuine and authentic and honest about all your opinions. And I think that's what makes social media so remarkable, is that you could just talk about anything and there's no filter.
And Memorial Day is this weekend. We will be bringing you all sorts of coverage from grilling to fishing. But summer, it means summer reading. Our own Alexandra Alter, she sat down with TV writer Marie Semple to talk about her new book. Here's a preview.
Joining me today is Marie Semple, the author of the forthcoming novel, Where'd You Go Bernadette? Comes out later this summer. It's gotten great blurbs from big authors like Jonathan Franzen. Thanks so much for joining us, Maria.
Thank you for having me.
So I wanted to hear a little bit about how you got the idea for this novel, and if you could just start by summarizing what it's about and let us know where the idea came from.
Well, Where'd You Go Bernadette is about Bernadette Fox, and she's a fearfully intelligent woman who has gotten so vexed by people in general and Seattle in specific that she's hired a virtual assistant in India to run even her most basic errands. And she's married to a Microsoft guru whose TED Talk has gone viral, and she's the mother of B, who's a sweet and precocious girl who, in the beginning of the book, decides she wants to take a family trip to Antarctica before heading off to boarding school. And that's when Bernadette disappears. And so the book starts with Bernadette's disappearance, and it's Bee's story of trying to find out the truth about what happened to her mother.
You've also written a lot for television, for comedy shows like Saturday Night Live and for Arrested Development. How do you feel writing humor for a novel is different from writing humor for television?
Well, I don't really think it's different. I think that you have a funny take on life, and you go through life thinking that things are funny, and it helps if the humor is a little bit wicked, you know, because it gives you some energy and it makes you really excited to try to put it down. And so I think that I was born with that eye. And I think that in TV you write in scenes, you write dialogue, and you write for strong characters, and I really think that that's the same with great books. I think the scenes are what people remember. Dialogue is fun to read, and great characters.
And finally today, we are ending with a gorgeous travel piece. Wall Street Journal's Barbara Chai traveled to India to meet with the Dalai Lama in his private residence. Thankfully, she took a camera. Are you ready to feel jealous? I am. Let's take a look.
in Dharamsala, India, on a trail up the hill to the home of the Dalai Lama, the spiritual leader of Tibet. It's a pilgrimage site for travelers with an interest in Tibetan Buddhism or who are in need of a spiritual retreat. At the main Tibetan temple, pilgrims join Buddhist monks and nuns in prayer, and all are welcome. On the Kora, a walking pilgrimage around the Dalai Lama's residence, pilgrims turn prayer wheels inscribed with the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum, which means Hail to the Jewel in the Lotus. I had the privilege of meeting the Dalai Lama at his private residence, located at the top of a 6,500-foot peak in the cloud Ganj, otherwise known as Upper Dharamsala. We talked about his latest book, Beyond Religion, in which he proposes a standard of ethics grounded in principles of compassion and concern for others. Even though the Dalai Lama is a lifelong Buddhist monk, this code of ethics isn't necessarily tied to religion.
Any moral principle based on religion, then it never be universal. What is moral principle? Simply keep some kind of sense of concern of others' well-being. That also, on the basis of recognition, I am one of them. We are social animal. The society, humanity, happy, I also get maximum benefit. If society too much cruel, too much sort of deceiving, too much lies, you also suffer.
That's what's new on WSJ Off Duty today. Click below if you want to watch any of these segments in full, and be sure you come back all week. We are going to be getting you prepped for the big Memorial Day weekend. I'm Wendy Bounds. I'll see you here tomorrow.